The Patriots keep rolling. That's 10 in a row. I'll give you my thoughts on that one. Some other big stories around the league. Chicago. Ben Johnson, we've got thoughts. And it's Packers. Bears weekend. It's meaningful, and they're both fantastic. It's giving 2010 NFC Championship game. Bears fans are like, don't say that, don't say that. We'll get to it. I'll also be joined by 2005 MVP and Seahawks all-time leading rusher, Shaun Alexander, best friend of the show. We'll talk about his Hawks, of course. How do we get Saquon going? You heard Tyron yesterday say that, Saquon must play better, can play better. We're going to get down to business with the Eagles today. And Bill's star corner, this is so exciting, Christian Benford. We gave him some love. NFL's #1 ranked pass defense. Did you hear me? They have the #1 ranked pass defense.
You can't win constantly in this league if you don't have a quarterback and a coach. And then there are so many other variables. I think we're lucky to have both, a quarterback and a coach. So now it's his job to make it happen.
We had like a 20-minute interview with Robert Kraft in July, and he kept saying, I have my guy. I have my guy. And he was talking about Drake May. And he also, obviously knows Vrabel. Talked to me a lot about how he, Vrabel was, how Kraft was run over by Vrabel, having beat them as the Titans head coach. It has all come together, and I really thought about that watching this game, just Robert Kraft and what this team has been able to accomplish and what he knew back there in July about Drake May that maybe we weren't ready to believe. And then you look at this team with this 9 straight wins last night. They are in control of the 1 seed. And if you take a look at the schedule, let's take a look at the playoff picture first. The strength of that, I guess this is the playoff picture we're taking a look at here, which we love. 10 straight. They're in control of the 1 seed. And there's a lot of schedule talk going around. Strength of victory, not great by them. They only beat the Bills, blah, 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 blah. They have weird losses. Their strength of victory is the same as the Seahawks, okay? No one complains about that schedule, by the way. I don't think we need to look at that. We don't have to pull up their schedule either. The Broncos and the Bears, if you do take a look at them, as I did on my flight last night, just fractions of a percent tougher. Really, what is do we have that, Hamilton's here, by the way, everybody. He's in the studio, love to see it. Hemi, can we pull up the Broncos schedule? I didn't think we were looking at standings there. I want to look at the Broncos schedule versus the Patriots, of course, have that beautiful win over the Bills, which was under the bright lights. What else do they have, a Bucs win?
Yeah, they had the win over the Bucs.
Which was also huge, and people maybe don't think that. But the Broncos have a win over the Chiefs, which we aren't really regarding as a great win, as they are a 500 team. And what is their big convincing win? If we were to size up, as now the Patriots have surpassed the Broncos as the favorite to win the Super Bowl and stand alone, they were tied going into this game yesterday. Can you tell me about the schedule situation?
Yeah, so the Broncos have had that win over the Eagles, that big comeback win over the Eagles. And then the Texans game is the one that stands out. They had knocked C.J. Stroud out of that game with a concussion, beat Davis Mills in that one. But again, I'm not trying to take away from either team, but the schedules are pretty comparable between the Patriots and Broncos right now. It's fractions of a percent difference.
And it comes down to which quarterback do you trust more in the AFC? A little Drake May or Bo Nix? Ooh, Bo Nix, who took it to overtime, somehow pulls it out, but took it to overtime, went to overtime, right? And then you, of course, have the Bears in that mix. Where does Caleb fall in that? We'll get to the Ben Johnson of it all. But similarly, the Bears in the NFC, their schedule also, they get so much crap for their schedule. I don't know why the Patriots, the Broncos sort of evade this heat about the schedule when their schedule is sort of similar. So we're talking about what FanDuel is projecting, not standings again, projections. I agree with what's going on here. All these teams, these top teams in both conferences are in the same boat. Winning 10 in a row, though, puts the Patriots a little bit ahead. You can't diminish that. And we'll tell you this crazy stat. 3 of the last 4 teams who pulled that off went to a Super Bowl. I don't know how this lunatic found that, but he did. And by the way, some of the other teams I just mentioned have struggled against opponents like the Giants, and specifically the Giants this year. So the Patriots took complete control in all 3 phases last night, as they have in most games they've played over this wild streak. They were physical and like F you and very Vrabel-y, and there's a consistency to this team that I don't know that you can say about other squads. And I think we see the consistency with them more so than anybody else in what has been an up and down, very fun NFL season. And I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to win it all. I am just a little annoyed about hearing that they can't win it all. Why can't a team, just because you didn't have them in your top rankings, NFL talking heads across the great nation, like, doesn't mean, like, you can be wrong and you can now get on board and say, like, yeah, maybe, like, it's not unbelievable or beyond the realm of belief. The other teams in the AFC have left the crown for the taking. They have. Vrabel and Drake May snatched it. Didn't they do that against the Bills all those nights ago, all those weeks ago? They kind of did, and then we kind of didn't believe them, and they really deserve to be the favorites in the AFC, and they are at plus 420 after last night, which we love to see. And as for the game last night, this was supposed to be a game where we might finally see Drake May be a human a little bit, struggle a little bit. He's made a couple young man decisions this season, but, you know, this night, as the O-line is banged up, the Giants do have a really scary pass rush if they're playing to their full potential. Somehow Drake comes out and he has probably his best game of the season, I would say. He went 16 for 20 for 207, 2 scores in the first half alone to pretty much put it away before the teams even went to the locker room. It was over, people. And it's beyond the numbers. Just look at the placement. Hammy, tell me this. What am I saying?
I mean, you can't put the ball in better spots than Drake May was last night. I mean, this one, especially to Kyle Williams, look at this throw. He drops it right in the bucket. I don't care what the coverage is, how well you defend it. Those throws are beating every type of coverage, any defense, when he's putting the ball in spots.
But the Giants aren't a good team, Hamilton.
I don't care.
They're good. They do this every single week, by the way.
Yeah, it's week in and week out. He's making these throws. At some point, yeah, it's his skill level, and he's that friggin' good, and we got to believe in it.
Shout out some O-linemen for me.
Yeah.
Who did a good job here?
Vidarian Lowe filling in for Will Campbell. Like, the offensive line was supposed to be a big story.
Ben Brown, we see you.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a big story last night, and it really wasn't. They did a great job. They ran the ball consistently. They protected Drake.
Hamilton, do you feel that? It's the winds of change. Winds of change on FanDuel Sportsbook. Here they are, baby. Drake, the MVP over Matthew Stafford. Wow, he's getting minus odds for the first time all year, minus 125. I will say, I don't know how much I care about this. It's very much open competition. But it's going to be a hell of a race. Drake has not played one poor game over the course, which is bananas. And Stafford, Carolina, they just lost to Carolina. I'll leave it there. You schedule people, okay? After their bye, the Pats play the Bills and the Ravens, which gives them a chance to pick up a couple more wins before the end of the regular season. I know those probably still won't be enough to, like, satisfy you, to scratch your stupid little itch, but still looking forward to those ones. Okay, enough about the number one seed in the AFC. Let's talk about the NFC side of things, and dear Chicago, couldn't be happier for you. This is so fun. What a great sports city. They are red hot right now. There's nothing not to like, and I think this upcoming meeting with the Packers is the biggest game we have seen since that 2010 NFC Championship game. I went back and forth with several of you on Twitter, and this one just feels like there's something to it. And what Ben Johnson said late in the afternoon yesterday caused a big stir, and here's what he said in case you missed it.
We got to fundamentally be correct. The primary receiver, when he's open, we want to make sure we hit him, and then all of our pass catchers, we just harped on it today. We need to be more disciplined in our route detail. It's not where it needs to be. Our depth's not proper all the time. Our steps isn't. And so everybody's got a role to play to get this pass game cleaned up. It's not where it needs to be. We're winning in spite of our passing game, not because of it. And none of us are pleased with that right now.
First of all, people are focusing on that last line and making it all about Caleb. Cute little line. I get it. I understand, like, plucking a line and making it go viral. You know, you just heard that's not what Ben Johnson was saying or doing. He actually puts more of it on the receivers. And while you ding-dongs out there are using this as an opportunity to sort of descend on Caleb's completion percentage, I will present another side of this for you for breakfast this morning. And I think this is all a wonderful thing for the Chicago Bears, the NFC leading Chicago Bears. Number one, Ben Johnson knows exactly what he's doing and saying here. Trust you me. If he really thought the passing game was bad, he's not saying it in a press conference, okay? This is a tactical decision. He's challenging his guys to get going, lighting a fire, if you will. I shouldn't have to explain that, but with the responses that I'm seeing all over social media, I feel like I do. Number two, the fact that he does clearly see a bunch of room for growth, that's a good thing. That should be music to your cute little bear ears, okay? You already have the 6th ranked offense in the league. You are a top 6 ranked offense. And it's not like Caleb is playing poorly. If you take a look at it, he actually has the best touchdown to interception ratio through the first 12 games of the season in Chicago Bears history. This is our guy, our anointed one. I could not love him more. He's perfect to me. The 3rd most combined passing and rushing yards. He leads the entire NFL with 5 fourth quarter comebacks. If there's another level to this, that is what Ben is saying. Trust me. Ben is saying we can be better than this. That is, I'm losing my mind if I'm a Bears fan. I'm like, we can be better than the 6th best. There's room for us to go. That is Ben saying, I believe in Caleb. This offense can be unstoppable and undeniable down the stretch with the way this O-line was built. Ryan, we see you. And the run game and how they're looking, assuming they can tap in to this. I genuinely do not know. This is like not, there's a world where like you could be delusional. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know where, like, I sort of feel like that. I was talking to Hamilton about this, like with Cowboys fans. Like, should they buy in? They've been hurt a lot. Bears fans, you've been hurt a lot. I don't think it's delusional to be this excited about what's going on and to think you can kick the Packers' ass this weekend. Green Bay, 6.5-point faves, playing well, played really well, beat the Lions, all that. If Chicago wins this one, not only, oh my gosh, like the 1 seed is right there for the taking. It goes through Chicago and we love it. But this rivalry, more importantly, the plot, okay, the hatred, the malice, the hate, like literally it's back in full force, which I love. And we have Shaun Alexander on the show. We'll talk in the break. Subscribe to our YouTube, please, the Up and Adam Show, where you can hear lots of fun stuff in the commercial breaks like you will right now. We'll be back with Madden cover star Shaun Alexander after this.
Yeah, so there's a little something last year, that Packers-Lions game late in the season. There's some on-field stuff going on.
Okay.
And then when Ben Johnson got the job in his intro press conference.
He mentioned what? What did he say? We asked him about this, no?
Yeah, he mentioned getting the chance to beat LaFleur a couple times a year.
They are not best friends.
Yeah.
And this is all I care about in this game. They're not best friends.
Yeah.
And they could not be more different.
Yeah.
They could not be more different. Both wanting to win, of course. Matt's been more successful, has more experience.
And I wonder how much that translates into just like aggressive ridiculousness, like play calling.
What do you mean?
Like we know Ben has that in them. We know LaFleur has some things up his sleeve. Like, does this get into a certain type of contest?
Yeah.
with
like
that type of stuff. Yeah.
But this is where it comes. This is where I haven't thought much about this game. I have to think about it now. If you are, Ben, I think really knows what his team is, who they are.
Yeah.
I don't know that you want to get into that kind of a contest if you're the Packers. I think you need to, and this is when the identity crisis of it all comes into play.
Yeah.
Know who you are and who you are not, and stick to that. And if you try to be something you're not, I don't know that the Packers are going to win this game.
That's a good point.
It would be what's a better storyline if the Bears beat them? It's so much better of a story.
Oh yeah, yeah. That becomes the best story in the league.
What weeks do they have them? 16 or this and 16?
Yeah, I think they play them twice, like 2 weeks apart. If you beat the Eagles and Packers back-to-back games. Because I still think there's a hesitancy to buy in.
There's one, or you have one?
I have a little bit of one. I will admit. I don't think I'm the only one,
though. It's good to have you here. This is great.
But if they do that, yeah, like that changes things in a big way.
But it's not their schedule that's like give a little bit? No.
Not really. It's more just like seeing that complete game from them, which the Eagles, we saw a big step in that direction. That was a complete start to finish game. But there have been other games where it's, they kind of mess around and they pull it out in the end. And I want to see them like a start to finish, like what the Patriots did last night.
What about Broncos, though? That's kind of the same story, no?
Yeah.
How's it different?
It feels a little Broncos.
Feels a little Broncos.
Yeah.
So the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying? Patriots-Rams? A Patriots-Rams Super Bowl? Gronk with a 34-yard catch down the sideline?
We're legendary. Alexander breaks the tackle off to the races. Wow. Legendary. We're legendary. Goodbye, Shaun Alexander. Touchdown. We're legendary.
Joining me now, 2005 MVP, two-time All-Pro, three-time Pro Bowler, Seahawks all-time leading rusher, Shaun Alexander. I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. And all I could think about when I heard you were coming on the show, and I thank you for your time, how many turkeys for that huge family? How many freaking turkeys?
You know what? It is still the same. It's still just one big old turkey.
What?
And so many extras. I mean, every side dish you can think of is at our house. One monster turkey, about 20 pounds.
A 20-pound turkey for how many people in the family, not just children, but how many people are at this Thanksgiving?
Oh, so no. So our Thanksgivings are usually just in our house and a few family friends. It's Christmas that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, but you have a million children, so that how can one 20-pound turkey 7,000 million children feed? Feels no.
Small little bites go a long way. The little ones are still little. You know what I mean? And so it's still good.
Is the Alexander family a Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving family, or do you wait for after?
Oh, there's no way we could do anything beforehand. Like, so there's no. And everything Christmas starts about December 12th. We got to get through Thanksgiving, get through the SEC championship.
Oh yeah.
And then we start handling Christmas.
I love that. Speaking of feasts, your Seahawks feasted this weekend. Let's get to it with Shaun Alexander, Seahawks legend. It's them and then some. And last time you were on the show, we didn't talk about them, and we missed out because this team is a contender. They have finally sort of the run game's hitting the stride. There's a balance. There's this Walker-Charbonnet thing. Fans don't want to see Charbonnet. They want to see Walker. They put Charbonnet in, fans are not liking it. Do you think they should stick to one or keep a rotation?
Just because I know those two guys, they actually work well together. There's some guys that are like, hey, I just need to be the guy. I need all the carries. But both Kenneth and Shab, they like the 1-2 punch. It works well together. They are both selfless when it comes to this, And so when I watch Kenneth, I see a lot of stuff that I used to do in him. But Charbonnet's got my size, you know what I mean? And so like they handle it well. They break tackles. They make people miss in small spaces. It's a lot of fun. I went to the Washington Commanders Seahawks game on Sunday night, and to be in the locker room and watch those guys after the game, watch the whole team, they felt like there was something special going on, and they just wanted to stay quiet and up in that northwest corner where no one sees them coming. And they feel like they got something special there, and I agree. It looks real. And, defense travels. They got that D-line and the linebackers, they come to play and put in work every single game, and it's pretty fun to watch.
They're crushing it over the last month. You mentioned the defense. How far can they go? Let's be real here.
I don't want to say Legion of Boomish type team but they have all the pieces, and no one's named. Like, you don't know anybody. Like, we didn't know anybody back when Richard was locking people up. You didn't know them until after it was too late. They were already there. You feel that same kind of vibe. Like, you see D. Lawrence out there smacking people, and Jared still covering the D line. Like, you don't really know who the Seahawks guys are, and you get in them in the right situation to get in the playoffs. It'll be too late for everybody to figure it out. They're in a good place. It's pretty exciting to watch.
I'm trying to think of what could ruin their party. What could ruin the mojo. One thing I saw, Brian Flores, unbelievable. And he threw a ton of pressure at Sam on Sunday.
Yeah.
Something that Sam, you tell me, has had trouble, adjusting to over the last 2 seasons. Do you have any concern about the way Sam is handling pass rush pressure lately?
I don't, because I believe that everybody can get a little bit better, and they got to find the way to get him to his check out of the blitz, and that usually happens with either running the ball or having the perfect check call for him to get to. Which, when you go against defensive masterminds, they're gonna figure that out. And so we have our work cut out as the Seahawks, as the offense does, to figure out how to get that blitz under control, but good down and distance always saves that. And so that's going to be the answer, playing at 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2 over 3rd and anything plus. So, but it's still football. Sam's got talent and we trust it. And he's going to figure out how to put the guys in the right situation for them to go well.
Rams are going to do that to him. That's their.
No, they ain't.
No?
Rams are going to have their worst day against us. That's what it is.
Okay.
We're going to speak life into this. They're going to have their worst day against us.
Can you tell me from just a football? You're saying it sounds like you're saying they can scheme it for Sam. How would you scheme that? I mean, I'm looking at. Obviously, they had the Rams. He struggled. He's always struggled against the Rams. They're going to have to get past them. I'm looking at where they are right now. Second shortest odds to win the NFC at plus 470. I like that for them. How can you scheme around the pressure and the pass rush that I'm sure the Rams will be likely to throw to them?
And the Rams have to. I just think it goes back to just the little things. Like, you got to get the first down set. So when you have it short yardage, when it's 3rd and 4 less, then you actually have a whole set of plays and personnels that you can actually put the quarterback in a situation where they don't want to give up a big play or a big touchdown for the sake of rushing him. And so that's what you have to do, is you got to get it where they'd rather give up 3 or 4 than give up 50. And that's a big statement for the pros. But that's the only situation you can when your quarterback's struggling with blitz pickups.
Are you buying these Patriots, Shaun?
Well, I mean, Drake May is one of the freshman player of the year, so he carries my name.
Yes.
So, so we kind of picked him when he was 17.
You knew. You knew.
Yeah, So
what do you remember about him?
That he was a hard worker, very confident, and was willing to go put in the work. And there was no. He comes from a big family, and so he's the baby boy. So I know what that feels like also, having 4 older brothers, where you're talented, but you still are not the big brother, So he's got this talent, but he's got this chip on his shoulder that it's embedded in him. He will be the best, And so he's not scared to compete. He's not scared to step in the pocket and make the big throw, to get hit while he's throwing the ball. He's not scared to go run it. He's not scared to pull everybody's attention to go make the play. So I actually texted him last night and was saying, to say I'm proud of you is an understatement, but I'm still not surprised. And that's how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. I'll do it now.
Did he write back?
Well, I don't know. I haven't even looked at my phone yet. So, but I just texted. I got up, fed the kids breakfast, and we talked with my wife. We talked about the day.
You're a busy guy. I think it's very cool that you have that relationship with him and that you texted him like that and that you are proud of him. I know him a little bit. I like him a lot. And then I'm watching this game last night, and we're in the 4th quarter, right? New England's up 2 touchdowns. He narrowly missed what would have been his 3rd touchdown, and he was so upset. He was so upset on the side. I think do we have it? We don't have him upset on the sideline after? Oh, I wish I could have shown it to you. Seeing him react like that, what does it say about his makeup?
Yeah. So when you're a person that's always got the chip on your shoulder, it's not, I want to be great, and here's the story at the end. It's like, you're going to have to feel me on 1st down. You're going to have to feel me on 2nd down. You're going to have to feel me when we're up 15. You're going to have to feel me when we're up 21. You're going to feel me when we're down 3. It's just this relentless pursuit of just great. And he has that. He's always had that since he was a freshman in college. And he's just I watch him and I'm like, yeah, this is the young man I remember. And he's just going for it.
Are the Pats the best team in the AFC? Let's take a look at the odds.
I want to say yes, but I feel like I can't yet. You know what I mean? I want to say yes, but
why can't you say yes?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's because he's so young and the team, like they're tough. That's everything, and I played when Tom was killing everybody. So so like the uniform says it's yes, the quarterback says it's yes, the defense and how they strangle people and they got Mike's toughness, that all says yes. I just want to wait maybe like 2 more weeks before I say yes.
Who else do you like? Is there another team on there that's making you?
I still love JT, man. I love what the Colts have done too. So, like for me, I was leaning more towards the Colts.
Their quarterback has a broken leg.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's so confusing with this whole thing. Like the NFL is so amazing because one week you could be like, this is it, and then the next week it all just shifts completely, And so, yeah, if I would have to say, I would still go with the Buffalo Bills because I don't know if the Chiefs can get the numbers to get in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills right now. But
Of course, they're running the ball 50-plus times. You're Shaun Alexander. You're gonna love what the Bills have going on. I'm not going to ask you if it's sustainable. I think that's silly. I do want to ask you, I'm seeing these comps of James Cook, who's crushing, got paid finally, huge part of their success. Who does he remind you of? I'm seeing like Lev Bell comps. Is there a better comp for him?
it's kind of weird. I feel like he's a little more like I don't know. I don't want to say like explosive like with the hit, but I feel like Lev was kind of smooth through the holes. Like I feel like when he gets brought to in contact, it's going to be like fireworks, pow pow pow. So yeah, it's close because he knows how to read holes, and all the great ones had that. I when I watch him, I just remember like when I was younger watching Marcus Allen, in and out of a hole, then explode through a guy. So he has that really, really well. So, but it's explosive. It's more explosive when he's about to get tackled. I think that's the biggest difference.
They ran the same inside zone, the same play, 29 times? 29 times, okay? TJ Watt said he'd never seen anything like that, and he couldn't stop it. Can you maybe even just break that down for me? Is that sustainable? If it is, why weren't they doing it before? What's going on here?
I think that they are committed to controlling the ball and winning the game. Like sometimes you get going and you're like, let's try to get this guy going, or let's try to get this play happening, and let's try to set this up for later on down the game. And when you got Cook in here, heating up like this, you just go back to him and say, what's your best play? And this is what the old head running back teams used to do. It's like, hey, what play do you like? And we're going to run this until you stop it. It just doesn't happen like that anymore because these coaches are so smart and they get paid all this money and they want to move receivers around and stack guys and create situations where back in the day it was just like, hey, what's your favorite play? I remember Gil Haskell was the offensive coordinator in Seattle. He was the running back coach for Eric Dickerson with the Rams. He's going to say, hey, we go in there, and I'd say, hey, what you like? And they would figure out how to get the play that he liked 10 to 12 times a game. That's what you see with the Bills. It's pretty awesome.
And we'll see if they can just do, I mean, is it realistic to do that week in, week out? People are saying Joe Brady can't. Why not?
It's a 1-2 thing. If they really believe that this is the way they're going to win it,
then yes, then they better do that because it worked out for them. It's never an interview with you without asking about fellow Madden cover boy, Saquon. I don't like it. I don't like it. Tyrann Mathieu yesterday telling me he's got to play better. Of course he does. He's averaging 2.1 fewer yards per carry this season. 2.1 is crazy. His rushing yards per game have been cut by 50%. Fix it. Fix it for me, Shaun.
Yes. And I've got so many friends that are Eagle fans, like diehard Eagle fans.
I'm sure.
And it's hard to see because I love Saquon, and you want to. I think everybody has to always look at self first. So if it's like, okay, so what's going on in Saquon? Sometimes there is the hole, and then there's just somehow he could take a 2 and turn it to a 5 to turn it to a 50, and I think he's like jumping the gun a little bit on some of the runs, and then some of it is like, it just seems like they're scheming what they used to do really well, and I think a good defense can always take your best thing away. and I feel like they haven't offensively adjusted to that. Well, what's the second best thing that you do, and how do we do that at a high level?
Well, I don't have my schedule with me like I usually do, but it's a little late in the season for learning how to figure that out. And the offense, are you out on the Eagles or are you in on them? They're slating 4. They're fine. Is this their year?
Yeah, they're still okay. They're still okay. They'll get in. They'll get in. They're still okay.
They'll get in, but okay.
Once you get in, though, Coach Holmgren used to always say, there's preseason, there's regular season, there's playoffs, and there's Super Bowl. And each one of them has their own life. I just feel like once the Eagles get in, it's just kind of like the Chiefs are back in the day. Like, the Chiefs get in, it's just different. And so I think if the Eagles get in, they'll figure it all out, and they'll be very dangerous.
They've got the Chargers on Monday Night Football this week, I'm told, by Hamilton. So we'll see how it goes if they can get in. Coach Holmgren, that's so scary. What a scary coach. Gosh. Has there ever been a scarier coach or more intimidating coach than Holmgren in your life?
He was tough.
He's scary.
He was tough. But, yeah, he was. And my running back coach at Alabama, Ivy Williams, they were both like, you got to have tough skin to be on their teams,
Speaking of college, we talked about Drake May. We're here to do this thing. Tomorrow, you are announcing the finalists for the Shaun Alexander Freshman of the Year Award. I'm looking at the finalists, okay? They're on the screen. I think we have them.
Mm-hmm. Are we even allowed to tell everybody the finalists?
We have the semifinalists. You're doing the finalists tomorrow. Here's your semifinalists, okay? Now, give me some Drew Mestemaker here. North Texas quarterback, never started a varsity game in high school, leads the FBS in passing yards this season. He's already said, I'm interested in him, but tell me about these gentlemen.
I actually have talked with. We started this year, me and my team, for the Freshman Player of the Year award. We started calling some of the guys that we've liked from the beginning, and I have had the opportunity to talk to about 4 or 5 of the kids. Drew's one of them. Love this kid, man. Just out of nowhere, ready to go be great. It's amazing what he's done, and I feel like some kids like Drew are the only ones that believe they can do it, but they're gonna just go show you. And so like that's what we've seen. Like his numbers are ridiculous. I've talked with a few of the quarterbacks, Julian and Sands at Ohio State, with Mason from Pitt, and I caught myself, when you talk to them and you get to know them, you catch yourself cheering for them in their games, and it's become pretty cool to get to know these boys off the field and still be able to cheer for them. And them being 18, 19 years old, I mean, they have the world in front of them, but they're playing at high levels. It's pretty fun. And
we'll see those finalists tomorrow. You're making such a difference, and clearly the relationships, it's not just one and done. You keep in touch with them as you did with Drake May, as you are kind of in on the Patriots. Not quite sure yet, but we always appreciate you and your time. Go, get that Christmas tree up. Pleasure to see you. Yeah. Congrats, by the way, to your Harvest Covenant Lions and all the success.
Yeah, that's been a great success. Thank you very much. Alabama, SEC championship. Yeah. So football's going well. We repping Seahawks over here, so it's going good. Harvest Covenant year 2 will start. We're starting to recruit and get all the kids that are in the area to come play football at a high level and watch them grow as men on and off the field. It's pretty exciting. I've been honored to put this together and put these families on a great track. So it's pretty cool.
You are pure joy. Great to see you.
Having an award named after you is such a flex.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back and listen to what he said about Drake May from before.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay. Thanks. Denver, Vegas, and then Denver Packers the week after. Fuck yeah.
That's going to be good.
And that's in Denver?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to that game. Gosh, what's going on? The Pete Carroll of it all.
Man. Got a lot of things to figure out.
I don't know my storyline on. For 7 hours, we're in a freaking delay at the airport, and Hamilton and I are I'm eating soup. And we're trying to figure out what the storyline is for Bears, Packers, from my vantage point. Because I'm from Chicago, obviously. They hate me because I like the Packers. And I'm honest about the Bears.
Yeah.
I also said the Bears would go 4-0. They went 3-1, but they went undefeated in the month of November.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong about the Bears. I've also talked about how great their defense is and how it's not opportunistic is a great thing and how it's sustainable, and lo and behold, that's happening as well. And I love Caleb Williams. I love him. I don't care who knows it. I love him. His pettiness was masterful.
Yeah.
What he did with that. And I think he did it for NFL UK.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I screen recorded it because I saw it on NFL UK's Instagram. I screen recorded it and put it on my Instagram and said, like, this is everything I want out of him. Like, I just loved it. It's perfect. Yeah. And then, like, an hour later, NFL had it. And I was like, because it clearly must have done well for NFL UK.
Yeah.
And they snatched it as they should because it was such a great little moment that everyone hated, and I loved it. It'd be more, yeah. Where is this game?
It is...
I'm looking at the schedule. In Green Bay.
Green Bay. Yeah.
Will Packers fans be so upset if I want Chicago? It's just better for business.
You know what Bears fans are going to say.
Yeah, I can't say Chicago. My birth certificate has been found and burned. Like, I'm not. Most Bears fans are wonderful. Well, that's not true. In person, in Chicago, I feel loved. Everywhere else, I feel like a quarterback that just went against Christian Benford.
Great job, man! Great job! Tough football, man. Buffalo Bill style football. Yes. Their place. Everybody should get a game ball. Listen to me. I got two guys I want to single out right here. Man just scored his first touchdown. CB, where are you?
First career touchdown off of a fumble recovery against the Steelers. And I ask you, and lovely to meet you, Christian Benford, what did Aaron Rodgers ever do to you?
No, he ain't do nothing. He's a great guy. It was a pleasure meeting y'all too as well. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Nice to meet you. But what do you mean he's a great guy? Did he thank you for roughing him up? What happened?
No, it wasn't me. It was Joey. Joey Bosa. Shout out to Joey. Yeah, he did rough him up pretty well. Felt bad for him because it looked pretty bad. I know it felt pretty bad too. So
yeah, you took care of business against Rudolph and company. Pass, defended, tackle for loss, intercept. You did it all. What happens after a game like that? What does that feel like?
I just I pray. I give all my glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm thankful. And I go home to the wifey and just chill. I might watch a little tape to get my corrections. Call the boys, call my son, call the family, like the ritual. Call my brothers, call my son after the game.
That's beautiful. You just saw that interception. I want to show it to you again, if we could, control room, and I'd love for you to talk me through it. Can we do it? It's your fumble recovery. I would like you to talk me through your fumble recovery. I think that's what I want. Can you talk me through that, please?
Yeah, I got you. So I was on the corner blitz. I was trying to use my blitz technique, mechanics. He kind of strapped me. He strapped me really bad, but I was trying my best to give my best effort because I knew my guys on the back end was covering. And I didn't want to rush past the quarterback. It's a technique that we use, counter at the level. And then again, I was just trying to get my best effort. And I saw Joey hunting as well, so I was just trying to buy him some time. I seen him winning. And then I saw the ball, and the rest was history. I did my scoop technique that I've been working on since Baltimore because I had my miss-ups at Baltimore. When we played them, I missed it. So I've been just working on it. So I took my time, eyes, hands low, scoop it, and I got up out of there.
So what's the key to the scooping technique? It's sort of slowing it down a little bit? Talk me through that.
Keep your eyes on the ball. Don't look up to the grass because it's a lot of green grass. When you might get too excited and miss it. That's what happened to me. Pinkies together, scoop low to high.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I love that. You guys blanked the Steelers' top receiver on Sunday. You've allowed 9 catches since week 6. That's so crazy. With this incredible game against the Steelers, it feels like you're like getting hot. The momentum's happening right when it needs to at this point in the season. Is there something that you can say sparked this Terrier on?
Really just our bond, our relationships. We continue to stay strong with each other. A lot has been going on in the season, on and off the field. We just continue to stay together. Making sure it's a family, not just playing with each other. We playing with our brothers at the end of the day on that field, and it makes the game easier. You know what I'm saying? It makes the game more fun when you're playing with your friends, your brothers at the end of the day. So that's something that we harp on, staying together and holding each other accountable, even from the little details to the big details, everything. Like just holding each other accountable and being open to coaching and accountability. You know what I'm saying? Having a big heart for each other, not being too heavy-headed, you know what I'm saying? Not believing that you know everything and could do everything. Just own on to your job, take the coaching, and have some juice energy.
What was it like shutting DK down? I'm looking at the numbers. Christian v. Metcalf, 10-man coverage reps, 0 completions allowed, 23 coverage snaps overall, did not allow a catch. What does that feel like to go up against? I mean, he is a tremendous talent, physical, all the things. What is it like to shut him down?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, you know. It was my first time playing against him, following him. I know I was supposed to play him one season when he was at the Seahawks, but I think something happened. But I was excited, you know what I'm saying? I love playing against wide receiver ones and competing, and it was awesome to go against him, a different kind of caliber receiver. Obviously strong, fast, got the size to him, so he's a different receiver. It was fun though. He talked a lot.
What did he say?
He talked a lot. He would say a lot, you know what I'm saying? But like I grew up where I grew up in Baltimore, like where I went to school at, like I played with guys like that, you know what I'm saying? My whole team was filled with decafs, if you want to be honest.
What do you mean by that?
Like people that talk trash, you know what I'm saying? People might say the craziest things to you, and it's like I'm already used to it, you know what I'm saying? I never got breaded from that, from Pop Warner to high school to middle school ball. So it's like it's nothing new. So when he was doing that, I just smiled at him, and I just kept smiling. He just kept talking, and I was just like, yeah.
What was he saying? Can you give me like one example that's like fair game?
He would just say stuff like, I'm trying to think, because some of that stuff I kind of like, it went in one ear, out the other, because I was trying to assess because I'm so used to it, like, so it was just like, it's kind of like normal. And it was just like, all right, like he just talking. Because some of that stuff I really didn't like listen. But I think the one thing he was just like, yeah, you can't. It's like you can't mess with me or something like that. That was one that stuck, I think. And I was just like, okay. I like everybody hears that before. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing more annoying when you are a talker to get no reaction. So like you smiling had to annoy him in such a way. Now, there's a difference, Christian, in being used to something like a DK and then liking it and having it get the best out of you. You hit people. Like, you are a physical, you know, you're delightful as I'm talking to you now, but, like, you want that smoke. What is that? Where does that come from?
I don't know. I just like it. I just like it, you know what I'm saying? I just like the contact. I like hitting. I like competing, you know what I'm saying? I like getting everybody's best, you know what I'm saying? So it's all fun. Maybe it's from where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's fun.
Yeah, the receivers were all, as a fan watching, they were all like uncomfortable. They were frustrated, I could tell. But you're somebody like, there's a lot of corners that want to compete. There's not a lot of corners that want to just like get their nose in there and start messing people up. That's what you do. And I think it's amazing, and it shows, and it's clearly led you to a lot of success, and the whole defense, the pass defense. Here's what I don't understand. I think if I went outside, and I'm here in LA, Christian, if I asked 100 people, who is the #1 pass defense in the business? I don't think they would say you. But it's true. It's you guys. If you look at it, this doesn't get talked about enough. The #1 pass defense. And the craziest part about it is look at where you guys were last year. Bottom 10. Bottom 10 to #1. How can you explain that to me?
I'm just focusing on what we doing self-scout, you know what I'm saying, making sure we understand what we was hit on, fixing that, owning our details and fundamentals, making sure that's like the main thing, owning onto that, taking the ball away, playing team defense, you know what I'm saying, trusting each other and doing your job. And that goes a long way, you know what I'm saying, not giving up explosives, that's something that we're big on, and taking the ball away. So all of that, and compared to last year, just learning from my mistakes and fine-tuning that to the T.
You're a little too. I need to know a little more. 24 to 1 is really insane, I think. So you can self-scout and you can work together. You guys work together as a team. You self-scouted last year. What would you say if you were being truly honest? If you thought about it, like, what is the one big change that led to 24 to 1?
I don't know. I guess you could say, I don't know, because the culture is always the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the culture and how our mentality and how we go about things is always the same. Like, ignore the noise, do your 111. Takeaways is changing the game and play complementary football. And I think, so it's pretty hard to say, like, what's the difference from this year and last year? Like, probably just life, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know
Maybe it's
God
chemistry or, like, the right group. I'm thinking, like, Cole Bishop's starting role, Trey White back. It's just, like, that group works, maybe? That's all I can think of.
Yeah, Cole Bishop, shout out to him. He's been balling. T. White, yeah.
Tell me, please give him some love.
Yeah, he's a young cat that's coming in. He's a future All-Star, I feel like. Him, Maxwell, Jordan, they all future All-Stars, you know what I'm saying? We all fall under T. White wing, you know what I'm saying? Because it was T. White who started it when I first got in, and they just been trickling down all the way to them. And they some ballers, you know what I'm saying? They willing to work hard, do their best, and fly around. So, they're coachable as well. So.
Yeah, Jordan Poyer's back too.
That's my.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Well, you're saying you don't know why you're so much better. Like, it sounds like. You just not want to tell me your secrets? Is that what's happening? You think there's like some secret? I think the veteran leadership matters too. I really do. It's the heartbeat.
Yeah, 100%. Especially cats that's been here before.
Yeah,
I would definitely. Yeah, they know the system. They understand it. I mean, shout out to them, and they was all pros. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Josh Allen. What a fun character, right? Like, so beloved, so talented, all the things. He broke the NFL record for most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. He gets the other game ball on Sunday. Tough loss against the Texans. What did Josh say to get this team right back on track?
Believe in ourselves, have faith in ourselves, have fun. And he said, again, like nothing really changes. Win, lose, or draw, like it's the same thing in our culture. You know what I'm saying? He tells us to play team football, you know what I'm saying? Be the best in the world. So that's major things that he talks about in every game, before every speech, and give your best for the 60 minutes or more.
Let's look ahead to week 13. Every team has a number one wide receiver, but you are facing, let's go, possibly the number one wide receiver in the business on Sunday. What does going up against that level of competition mean to you?
Cool, man. It's great. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting. Get to compete, you know what I'm saying? Be a ball out there with some of the top dog. So my preparation gonna be the same. How I'm gonna look at this game gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be exciting.
What do you like about? I was with Jamar Chase in Baltimore. We saw what they did to the Ravens. Of course, Jamar Chase, another 100-yard game. Is he a talker, by the way?
Again, I never faced.
Oh, you never faced Jamar. Sorry, I messed that up.
Nah, you good. I never faced him either. But out of all the talkers, like, Decaf was the most, honestly. Like, I never really... I know some teams, other players say this receiver's a talker, this receiver's a talker. But to me, when I play him, like, I guess because I don't really say too much, like, they don't really talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. So I don't know. You see.
If you were helping your competition, let's say the Bengals, whoever's ahead of you guys on your road to the Super Bowl, would you say talking trash to Josh Allen is the wrong thing to do because he likes it?
Yeah, no shot. Yeah, Josh likes that. He'll talk it back too.
I know.
Right. Yeah, so that's his alley. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I was watching this happen between he and Cam Hayward, and I'm just like, you are literally turning up the heat on Josh. Josh eats this for breakfast. Like, he likes this kind of trash talk. What does this sort of a situation do to Josh?
It's almost like it activates him into a different character. You know what I'm saying?
Like you.
I guess, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Josh, he'll talk back, though. He'll talk back and he'll keep talking. Me, I ain't gonna really say too much. I might give you a little smirk and keep it pushing.
I love that. I think that there's definitely an idea out there on Twitter that talking, like, Bengals, shut up, you know? Bengals, you want to get a win here? Tell him you like his hair. Tell him you like his shoes. Compliment. How's your family for things? Is your Christmas tree up, Josh Allen? Don't get in Josh's face. That's just like, it just makes him wild and crazy. What a big game you guys have this week. You and Jamar Chase, can't wait to see it. I cannot let you leave without congratulating you on being the NFLPA's Week 13 Community MVP.
Oh, thank you.
This is what really matters. You hosted a Thanksgiving celebration event just ahead of the holiday. What was this about? Why did you do it? It's the 47 Hearts Foundation. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so it's a foundation I started just to give back to foster care systems, homeless shelters, and do more food drives. I want to use my platform to do my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ work, you know what I'm saying, loving other people, giving out love, showing love in the best way possible. That's by me, you know what I'm saying? That's what God created me to do, what I'm passionate about, and that's something that I was always passionate about, is giving back to the homeless and making a difference in their lives, because I feel like everybody deserves it, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge? I'm not God himself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a human that's not perfect. So I want to start a foundation. I want to use my platform to get some funding to do more events, to accommodate more people all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Make a change all over the world, all over the country, everywhere. And that's why I wrote that book as well, to make a change in youth mindsets.
Yeah, you wrote a children's book.
Yeah, and then the proceeds from that children's book go to my foundation to, raise more money to make more events, to give to more individuals that need it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I started it. And that food drive was just something that was my first one ever. And I feel like everybody deserves that Thanksgiving dinner, you know what I'm saying? That Thanksgiving love, that holiday spirit. So I want to give that love to them.
It's true. It's called Stylish Safari, the children's book, The Adventure of Being You. Proceeds go to help. It's people, vulnerable individuals who need the help. Yep. They need the uplifting, especially around the holiday season, guys. Go help out with 47 Hearts Foundation. It is homelessness, foster care, food insecurity, youth development, and it goes a long way. If you guys want to go support our guy, Christian Benford, as he just destroys quarterbacks left and right on his way to the Super Bowl. Thank you. Good luck against Jamar and the Bengals. And good luck to those Wildcats against the Lehigh Mountain Hawks in the FCS playoffs. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Great to meet you, and good luck. The Bills are just full of wonderful gentlemen. That's it. That's it. Love, 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 love. Okay, perfect. A little attaboys action here. Smythe or Smith?
Smith.
Okay. This is a great story.
Going deep man, looking for Kittle. Call the catch.
Attaboy.
Rodgers surrounded by Bosa, and the ball comes out, and the Bills have a scoop and score.
Attaboy.
Now Hilton trying to take up. Got it away for the touchdown for Sutton. His knee was almost down, but he kept it alive.
Attaboy.
Time to hand out Attaboy's top performances from Sunday's action. We have to start with this great story. Okay, Saints kicker Charlie Smith. On Sunday, he becomes the first player from Northern Ireland to see NFL action. History made. Look at this. He drills it. You're watching him right now, stepping up big. All of Ireland's eyes watching, drinking Guinnesses, splitting the G. It's a 56-yard field goal on his first ever attempt. He gets the Saints to within a score. This is an attababy. Attaboy! If any field goal would have been nice, to completely nail one Saquon that far out is next level, and it sent his hometown of Mayo Bridge, shout out Mayo Bridge, into a frenzy. They didn't win, but he crushed. He even had a successful onside kick. You're seeing this Gaelic football star, former, he did his part, and it was just awesome. Okay, up next, yeah, he crushed it. So attaboy to him. We see you. We love you. We want to go to Ireland as a show and drink many Guinnesses. How about A.D. Mitchell? Okay, he's got so much talent. The trade, all of that, we know what he's got. He had it working against the Falcons secondary. Career highs, over 100 yards, first NFL touchdown, gorgeous 52. We know you have this in you. We love it. Thriving, change of scenery. Love it for Jets fans. They're heartbroken. They lose sauce. But by the way, getting first-round picks pretty great. You're looking pretty great from that trade deal. Just saying, Muji. And the draft, so can't wait to see what happens there. And, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go with Nick Benito here. On a night that had to be very frustrating, of course, Commanders very much emphasizing getting the ball out quickly. He crushed it. Okay, the defense being on the field for 90 plays. He managed to have a sack, which pushed him into double digits for the second straight year. Game on the line, do or die, 2-point conversion in overtime. Sorry, Marcus, he breaks up would have been a wide open touchdown to win the game. And I don't know that we've ever seen a defensive player make more game-breaking plays in critical moments over the last 2 years than our guy. He's fourth in the DPOY odds. Nick Benito, you can definitely make an argument that he's got a huge impact. So there we have it. Up and Adam Show will be back tomorrow. I will not be here. We'll see you guys.